because I think you would totally agree that men can be sensitive and caring.
I am.
Are you a big crybaby?
And
my significant other, who's off camera right now, I am probably the epitome of metrosexual. Okay, I am just okay. Here are some of the jobs I've had in my life. I'm a massage therapist by trade. I've been a bouncer and a bodyguard. I have worked as a ranch hand. I have been a male companion or escort. However, I'm obviously Hercules, this big guy. But I love to cook. I love to pamper myself. I get my nail. I get manicures. But I was also in the military and played football, did other things. So that goes to my sexuality too.
You're an all-around individual.
See, that goes to my sexuality too, because I really don't care, and I'm going to say it, fuck it, because that's my attitude. Fuck it. I don't want to. I don't. It's like you asked me my sexuality, heterosexuality. I'm heterosexual if I'm supposed to label myself. I'm just sexual, and as a person, just in general, I enjoy. So I don't want to be like classified as being feminine, or I don't want to be classified.
Well, I guess I should have been specific. Do you have sex with men?
No, I don't.
And that's just one tiny aspect.
But that's one time.
Yeah.
When people ask me that question, if I'm supposed to classify myself at this time, I am what would quote unquote be a heterosexual male. Mm-hmm. However, I do find men attractive. I can look at a male and find qualities about them attractive. To take it to the next level, I have yet to find a man that I want to be with physically. Mm-hmm. However, I have been in threesomes with men, with another female partner. Other than that, having physical contact, mm-hmm. that would be the final thing, which then that spectrum still would be very vast, because the health spectrum between homosexual and heterosexual and bisexual being in the middle, I could have one experience and it doesn't classify me as bisexual. When it comes down to my classification, I'm sexual. Mm-hmm. I'm just sexual.
I think that's a very healthy way to look at it, because you classify yourself however is comfortable for you to classify yourself. My sweetie has often said, because we've had threesomes where it's myself and him and another guy, uh-huh. and when we've talked about this in front of college students, they all get freaky about it, and they'll say to him, but ew, you were in bed and there was another naked guy there, and what if something touches something? And
if he looked at a dick, would it turn him gay? Dumb shit.
And what he'll say is, he's like, well, I'm not allergic to man flesh. If I happen to touch it, I won't break out in hives or anything. He said, I'm just not turned on by
And they never ask chicks that.
No.
There's that double standard. Two chicks together is hot.
Yeah.
Right. But and he's like, it just hasn't happened.
It's a double standard.
And it doesn't mean that it'll never happen in his entire life. But at this point, he's never met a guy that he's been interested in having sex with. And that may stay the same mm-hmm. all the time, and that can happen.
And you're allowed, what you're saying, you're allowed to change.
You're allowed to change. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to grow and develop and discover new things about yourself and your sexuality. And maybe you'll discover that the person you started as is the person you're going to be mm-hmm. your entire life. And maybe you'll discover that you're going to keep changing throughout your life. You never know.
Another thing we're saddled with, besides Puritanism, is the whole concept of marriage, and this is it, and till death do us part, and that person, and you better be satisfied with them. Which, I've never been married. I haven't had a committed relationship in over 10 years, and now that I'm getting a little older and less patient with other people, I'm just like, I don't know how the fuck you could do that. Like, what you're taught, and it's a Christian, Judeo-Christian thing also, that's slammed down your throat, that like, in fact, I was just talking to somebody before we started the show.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but you're a spinster now.
I am a spinster. I'm past cougar territory, I am spinster.
She's 40
I'm so
and
spinster.
unmarried.
I'm
And
41.
childless. You're a barren
So am I.
spinster.
You're 41? See, and you're childless too,
sorry.
aren't you?
I'm childless too.
I'm sorry. You're
Are we having technical difficulties?
No. Oh, we have a question.
Yay! And we also have hit 60 minutes, so but people love us. And
we're still
getting
on
a
it. We
question.
actually keep getting some more viewers in, so we'll keep going for a while if we can. How has each of the people at the couch grown and changed over the years?
I see. I was just talking
So
about.
you start.
In fact, before the show, I was talking to a friend who had just come over. This friend is going to escort another friend to a dungeon orientation. Just, hey, she wants to go, she wants to check it out. Oh yeah, she's married, her husband's not going. And I said, well, just tell me this, so when I talk to other people and this comes up, how are her and her husband dealing with it? And I'm just playing devil's advocate because I already know. They're fine with it. She's going to go play when she wants. The husband will not. They've been married for years, but I'm just left wondering, like, my knee-jerk reaction is, your husband won't do this with you? But then I question, like, marriage. You get married, and it's different all of a sudden, and then it's such a contract, and then people are so unwilling to break the contract, and like we were talking about, you're stuck in a bad relationship. Sometimes financially you're stuck in a bad relationship. Yeah. It's just so crazy. So that's how I've changed in the past few years. Besides being a spinster, I might be the crazy old crone now.
Crazy old cat lady.
Yeah,
crone. No.
She's not.
Cat.
I don't like cats. Don't tell her. The crone, the one who's kind of on the outskirts of the village. You kind of go to her when you have a question. You kind of leave her alone. She's cool. You leave her alone. That's it. I might be in crone territory, and that's a real word.
10 years.
Another 10 years. I gotta wait. I'm gonna do the.
Although
I gotta wait another 10 years.
I saw like a New Yorker cartoon or something ages ago, and like 40 was the crone, and I thought, really? 40 is the crone?
Isn't it 40?
I'm not feeling crone-like.
30 or
40 is supposed to be the
Sorry.
new 30.
30 or something.
I'm not feeling crone-like.
But I'm just trying to get a business off the ground, which makes me feel like I'm 25. So,
Well, that's good.
But smarter.
you know what? I hope I'm smarter.
Maybe.
I hope I'm smarter.
You don't think it's harder for you as you progressed in your life?
You know what? It's very hard to not feel like a failure in the relationship child department. It is hard. And there's a lot of social pressure. And thank God I don't have pressure from pressure from my family.
See, okay, well, that's good.
Pressure.
There's no pressure from my loving family. They love me.
That's a good point. For me, I thought at 24,
you were,
like my parents were married and they had me like 24, 25.
Yeah.
I thought I'd fall in that same realm. I'm 41, I don't have any children. I will be getting married soon. I want to get married.
They're negotiating
no, it's not negotiating. I want to be married.